Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
The sun, to dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Fly off away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Bueno, pues buenas tardes y bienvenidos al canal del abuelo Tony Montana. Aquí estamos otra vez, chavales, de buen rollete. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, según corresponda. Y nada, vamos a intentar terminar este Metal Gear Solid 3. Que después de 10 años o 15, que hace que no lo juego, me está trayendo tan buenos recuerdos, hijos. He estado probando antes el Diablo Inmortal, qué risas me he echado, macho. Cómo engañan a la banda, tío. Cómo engañan a la gente, tío. Es que alucino, tío. Cómo engañan a la gente, señor. Vale, pues vamos a jugar un ratito. Vale. Pues vamos allá, ¿no? Pues vamos allá. A ver si lo podemos terminar hoy.
Snake, are you all right?
I've been better.
What about
All right.
Eva?
I healed her up. She could manage.
Good.
Snake, you'll take the lead and break through the enemy's line of defense. Eva will ordinarily be following behind you. If you lie on your belly, she'll lie down as well. If you slip and fall off a cliff, she'll follow right behind. You can call out to Eva by pressing the action button. Head to the lake along with Eva.
Puedes llamarla como el botón acción. Vale. Vale. No sé si se escucha bien, a ver si se conecta alguno de mis moderadores o uno de mis seguidores y me comenta si todo está bien. Cojonudo. Ya hemos cenado. ¿Qué es esto que hay aquí? Oh my god. Bueno, racioncita sí, ¿eh? Vale, Eva, ¿qué tal, hija? Levántate, hombre, a ver. A ver, vamos a ver. Cura, estamos ya curaditos los dos, ¿verdad, Eva? Y por Dios, ¿cómo se menea eso, hija? Abuelo, qué viejo verde eres. Vale. Mochila. Arma. Vale. Pañuelo puro con gas. Esto no, esto no, esto sí. AK-47. 1001. La M63. Nada, me quedo con la AK-47. M37, sí. LSW, vale. El RPG, granada. Bueno, venga, por el momento está todo bien. En objetos, medicina pro, vida, pastilla de muerte, falsa, píldora resucitadora. No, por el momento no hace falta nada, abuelo. No, por el momento. Vale. Pues ya está. Vale. Quiero ver el mapa un momento. A ver. Vale, sí, por aquí vamos bien. Vale, estupendo. Vale. La primera en la frente. Vale, vamos. Eva, vente. ¿Qué pasa, Eva? Tranquila. Estoy aquí. ¿Dónde estás, Eva? Eva, Eva, a ver, ¿dónde estás, tía?
Where'd you
No,
go?
¿dónde vas a ir? Vamos, vente. ¿Cómo era para que se viniera? No me acuerdo. A ver, Eva, coño. Es que flipo. Seta, comer.
I'm full.
Raciones, comer. Vale, a Eva no se le puede dar de comer. Venga, vale. Vale. Vamos a ver. Eva, ¿te puedes venir? What the fuck? Me faltaba ya. Estaba comprobando. Venga, levanta. Venga, vamos, vente. Bien. Venga, vamos. Vente. What? ¿Cómo era para que me siguiera? No me acuerdo.
Snake, stay on your toes. The enemy hasn't given up coming after you yet. They should be there any minute now. If you go southeast from there, you'll come to a road leading to the lake. Take Eva with you and
Coge
head
a Eva
southeast.
y ve dirección sudeste. Vale.
You can treat Eva's wounds by selecting Eva from the cure screen in the survival viewer. If she gets injured,
Sí,
see to her
tiene
right
sus
away.
heridas.
Got it?
En cuanto antes, ¿entendido? Vale.
Snake, you're almost to the lake. You can make it, man.
Ok, man. Eva, Eva, ¿cómo me puedes seguir? Eva, ¿te vienes o qué? Es que no me sigue. ¿Cómo era, tío, esto? Yo no me acuerdo qué había que hacer para que me siguiera. No me acuerdo, tío. Sinceramente no me acuerdo. Sinceramente no me acuerdo qué había que hacer para que me siguiera Eva.
Snake, where are you?
Aquí, joder. Vente. Vente. Aquí, joder.
Snake.
Snake, vente. ¿Cómo hago para que me siga Eva, tío? No me acuerdo.
I'm so hungry.
Tengo mucha hambre. Tengo mucha hambre, hija. A ver. Comida. Raciones, Eva.
This tastes like crap.
Está bueno, ¿verdad, hija? Vale, a ver si así te gusta la seta.
I'm stuffed.
Ah, no, esta la come Snake. Eva. Ella muy lista. Venga. Había que darle de comer antes de irnos, tío. ¡Qué cabrona! ¡Qué cabrona! Venga, ahora sí, ¿no? Venga, vente. ¿Ya? Vente. ¿Qué coño hay que hacer para que te siga Eva, tío? Ah, vale. Triángulo. Vale. Joder, pobrecita, ¿cómo va, eh? A ver si lo podemos terminar hoy, ¿vale? De verdad que hay que andar así, en serio, tío. Pobrecilla. Pobrecilla, tío. Vale, había que darle a triángulo. Así que, vale. Bueno, hijos de puta. Bueno, ellos están haciendo su trabajo, ¿no? Pero pues, para nosotros es el enemigo. Precaución, ¿eh? Cuidadín, cuidadín. Mariano.
Snake.
¿Snake? ¿Qué?
Leave this to me.
¡Qué hijos de puta, tío! Vení. ¡Hijos de puta! Que de verdad, en serio, por detrás, Kojima, eres un traicionero de mierda. Eres un puto traicionero, tío, Kojima, tío. Eres un puto traicionero, tío. Eres un puto traicionero, chaval. Qué puto traicionero el Kojima, tío. Van a seguir saliendo seguro, ¿ves?
But you're covered. Leave this to me.
Vamos. Tío, qué lenta va. ¿Esta tía? No, coño, vente, tía. Qué asco, en serio, tío. Es una mierda, tío. Esto Kojima la cagó aquí, tío. Pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Vamos detrás de este tronco, anda, vente, vente. Madre mía, tío, qué rayada de... Esta parte es una mierda, tío. Venga, quédate aquí. Aquí, quédate aquí, anda. Cállate. Así, cállate. Vamos a ver si se pasa. La alarma, que no creo. Sufres de la herida de un disparo. Sangrado. No se ha colocado una venda. Todavía no se ha desinfectado. Vale. Eva no tiene nada. Vale, Eva no tiene nada. Cojonudo. Mira, Eva, ¿te puedes comer esto? ¿O te puedes sentar mal?
Can I have seconds?
Bueno, vale. Bueno, pues ya has comido eso. Sí, ahora me sigues, ¿no? No te he dicho que sigue, por favor. Vale, hay que ir para allí, de acuerdo. Supongo yo que será por aquí. Sí, es por aquí. Oye, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso que hay aquí? Ah, vale, coño, que se va que viene detrás. Vale, 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 vale. Venga, hostia, Eva, joder, de verdad, tío. Vale, de acuerdo. A ver qué nos dicen ahora, tío.
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should be able to climb it if you help her. Keep her close to you.
No me digas. What the fuck. Qué raro, hoy no tengo a nadie. Unos días tanto y otros días nada. Vale. Bueno, menos mal, aquí ya no viene enseguida. Aquí ya no viene enseguida, tío. Vale, debemos ir para allá, ¿no? Venga. Venga, ven. Por si acaso. Yo creo que es por aquí. Sí, es por aquí. Tío, qué puta va la pava, tío.
Where'd you go?
Qué joder, vente. Vente. Madre de Dios, tío. Joder, en serio que lo hizo aposta el Kojima, tío. No me acordaba yo de esta parte, que era asco, tío. Venga, ven, ven. Espero que no haya por aquí ninguna trampa. Toma, Eva, cómete esto, anda. Cómete esto, hija. Eva.
Well, not bad at all.
Joder. Da más guerra que el hijo de un tonto. Venga, y luego te vas a comer unas setitas.
Is somebody there?
Casi, tíos. Vale. Vente loca. ¿Por dónde vamos? A ver. Vale, hasta allá tenemos que ir. Venga, vale. Rodear todo. A ver, está interesante. Es un coñazo, pero está interesante. Mientras no se vayan despertando. A ver, estaba giñendo algo, tío. Por el momento no veo ninguno. Sí hay uno, creo. Ah, no, no hay nada, no hay. Vale. Perdón. Oye, hay uno escondido. Eva, ¿dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas, loca? Sabía que había uno por ahí, uno escondido. Vale. Nada, no hace nada. ¿Me podéis dar unas raciones rusas o algo, tío? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Hielo? Ese del que... No lo he visto.
Nobody here.
Ay, está escondido, qué hijo de puta.
The enemy. He's here. Where'd he go?
Hijo de puta. Qué hijo de puta. Vamos, Eva. Vente, Eva. Eva, vente. Vente. Por aquí. Vente. Uf. Esta parte es un coñazo, esta parte es una mierda, tíos. Esta parte de Metal Gear Solid 3 es un coñazo, tío. Qué hijo puta el Snake. Veremos qué nos queda. No sé si queda mucho, si queda poco. Yo no me acuerdo muy bien. Voy a quitar un momento la cámara porque
Come on,
me pongo
Snake.
pipí.
We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one
Ah,
piece,
espérate,
okay?
aún queda, es verdad. Espérate, déjame recordar.
Promise
Falta el avión
me.
con Ocelot, creo. Voy a preparar el avión. Ah, no, es verdad. Es verdad, tío.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic.
Madre mía.
When life ends, it gives off a
Empieza la
final
fiesta.
lingering aroma.
Joder.
Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way.
Oh my god, esto va a ser épico, papus.
For a long time.
Pues creo que sí
waiting
que
for
va a
your
ser épico.
birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why?
¿Por qué estás haciendo esto?
To make the
Ay.
world one again.
Para que este mundo vuelva a ser uno.
The world used to be whole.
El mundo era uno.
But with the end of the Second World War,
Entonces,
the
el primer
philosophers
desarrollo,
began
los
to fight
filósofos
amongst
empezaron
themselves,
a
and the
luchar
world
entre
was
sí.
torn apart.
Se dividió.
The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the
No
man
te
you are
crié,
today,
ni eduqué
just so we could face each
para
other
un
in
día
battle.
luchar contra ti.
A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family.
Como mi familia.
I may no longer be able to bear children,
Pueda
but
ser
I
madre,
still
pero
have
sí
a
que tengo
family.
una familia. Interesante, muy interesante.
It was November
Era el
1st,
1 de noviembre de
1951.
1951.
I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing.
Participando en las pruebas atómicas. Bueno, eso está basado en hechos
The
reales.
name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze
Con la
my
bomba
blood
atómica,
white.
efectivamente, cae como nieve. Pero es toda radiación.
Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others.
El karma de otros nos va comiendo poco.
We'll never have the chance to die
Llegaremos a
peacefully
morir
of old
tranquilamente de
age.
viejos.
We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program.
Cierto, eso es cierto.
Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets.
También cierto.
The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence.
Qué rica cola.
I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending.
Puta, qué
I was
rico,
driven from the surface world, and I went underground.
Muy rico, hijo.
Then, 2 years ago, I faced the sorrow, my old comrade in battle.
Aprendiendo un poquito de historia.
He was my friend.
¿Qué tal? Me alegro que te hayas
But
pasado,
one
en
of us
serio.
had to die. I was left
Hoy
with
está muy
no
tranquilito el canal.
choice.
Otros días mucho,
The
pero hoy
sorrow
está
gave his
tranquilito.
life for me.
Será porque ya es jueves y vísperas
There
de
is no
fiestas.
enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers.
El padre era de Saro. O sea, su pareja fue de Saro. Entiendo.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content.
Me siento en paz.
Snake. Commence the operation.
Comienza la operación.
I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes.
No me acuerdo.
In 10
Había
minutes,
que
MiGs
matarla.
will come
No me
and bomb
acuerdo.
the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
No me acuerdo
You're a
cómo había que
soldier.
matarla, no me acuerdo.
Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
¿Cómo había? Vamos a preguntar.
Let's see.
Vamos a preguntar.
Snake, it's time to complete your final mission. This is where you fulfill your loyalty to your country, and perhaps to her as well. You
Oh my
must
god,
defeat
esto
the
va a
boss.
ser épico, papus.
The firepower of that Patriot pistol the boss is using is beyond compare. In a straight shootout, you'd lose every time. Your first concern should be to hide yourself while using camouflage. Maneuver towards the boss's blind side, wait for an opening, and attack her with a gun or CQC.
Pues sí, va a ser épico. Pero no me acuerdo cómo se le mataba.
Snake, it's all over if you lose sight of the boss. Don't let those falling flower petals confuse you.
No, la mataremos, pero va a costar porque hace mucho tiempo que no lo hago.
That gun the boss is using is a one-of-a-kind sidearm she had made especially for her. They call it the Patriot. Basically, they took the Army's experimental XM-16E1, cut the barrel short, and took off the stock. It handles like a handgun, but it's got the stopping power of a rifle. Because the barrel is cut so short, it's got some nasty recoil, though. I can't believe she's using it with one hand. Now I see why she's the leader of the Cobras and a legendary hero. As long as the boss is firing that Patriot at you, frontal attacks are gonna be useless. Get around to her back or side and attack her from there. Move! If the boss gets you with a CQC attack, there's a chance she'll disassemble whatever weapon you've got equipped at the time. The disassembled weapon will turn into item boxes and scatter around the area. Try and recover them right away.
Va a estar chungo, ¿eh?
One
Hace mucho que
tactic
no
you
lo
might
hago.
want to try is blinding her with a stun grenade or a smoke grenade. While she's lost sight of you, move around to her side or back and attack her. Snake, move through the flower field so the boss can't see you, and try to get behind her. Use the active sonar or the motion detector to figure out her position. But keep an eye on the batteries.
No me acuerdo, tío.
Move or you're dead. Where did you go? There he is. Brace yourself.
Me soltó. Hola, qué bueno. Vamos a ver si soy capaz. No le quito ni una mierda. Ahora sí le he quitado. Ahora sí le he quitado. Ahora sí le he quitado.
Get ready.
Hola, hola, qué buena es. Yo también sé. Venga,
Is
venga,
that
venga.
all you've
Hola,
got?
qué cabrona, me la ha desmontado. Hija de puta. Me la ha desmontado, tío. Me la desmontó, ¿eh? Pero ya la tenemos otra vez. A ver si podemos otra vez. Oh, qué bien vamos. Qué bien vamos, tío.
You've gotten stronger.
Toma.
Is that
Yo también sé, tía.
all these years and still nothing to show for it?
Un golpe, la tumbé.
Let's see what you're made of.
No, 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 no. Me la va a desmontar otra vez. Qué cabrona.
Nice
Me la
try.
desmontó. Qué cabrona.
Here I come. Is that all
Venga,
these
venga, que
years
puedes,
and still
Snake,
nothing
venga.
to show for it?
Venga, tío.
You'd better run. I told you that one worked. Dodge this!
Me la ha desmontado otra vez. Hija de puta.
Pathetic.
Qué hija de puta, tío. Venga, vamos a curarnos. Qué cabrona, tío.
Delicious.
Delicias.
Can't eat anymore.
Vamos a ver si podemos. Hola, hola, qué cabrona, tío.
I found you.
Ya me la desmonta otra vez. Hija de puta, tío. Pero, tío, Mira, ya empieza la musiquita. Ya empieza la musiquita otra vez, tío.
Here I come.
No. Cabrona. Cabrona, tío.
You're wasting time. Dodge this.
Hija de puta.
You better run. You're wasting time. Dodge this.
Ah, me la desmonta, qué cabrona.
Is that all you've got? Brace yourself.
Puta, tío.
Move or you're dead. I told you that wouldn't work.
Toma.
Here I come. 3 more minutes.
Vamos, que podemos, tío.
I told you that didn't work. Time to play rough.
Tío. Puta. Venga, que ya te tengo, tía.
It's no use.
No.
It's no use.
Hija de puta. Es que la putada es que no vamos a tener aquello tiempo. Muy difícil. Sí, muy bonito todo. Qué buena esa.
Run quick. Time to play rough.
No me la vas a quitar. Está dura, ¿eh?
Here I come. One more minute.
Cansa, tío, cansa. Hija de puta, tío. Yo pasé a hacer, Ahora es cuando quedan los 10 minutos. Esa es la putada. Ahora viene lo gordo. Ahora viene lo gordo. Esa es la putada, que yo recuerde. No recuerdo mucho. No sé si acaba aquí o viene lo gordo. Es que no me acuerdo, tío. Vale, el microfilm, delegado de los filósofos.
It's our only hope.
La Patriot.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack,
Ya.
or should I say,
No debería decir
Snake.
Snake.
you're a wonderful
Es un
man.
hombre maravilloso.
Kill me.
Mátame.
Kill me now.
Mátame ahora.
Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
¿Qué pasa si no la matas? Nunca lo probé. No, nunca, tío. Yo creo que hay que matarla, cojones. Yo creo que sí. Sí. Ya está Eva ahí esperándonos. Es el final del juego. Creo que aún queda Ocelot. Que voy a quitar un momento la webcam que me voy a fumar un cigarro. Pero estoy aquí, estoy aquí. Qué bueno, tío. El final del juego, tío. Ya está, ya hemos terminado. Vamos a por otro. Vamos a por otro, sí, señor. Disfrutemos del final, chicos. Queridos hijos, muchas gracias por estar ahí. Oichen, Starplay, Julito y muchos más se han perdido el final. Pero no pasa nada, seguiremos jugando. Menos Rad Yamato, que no se lo perdió. Qué guapo. Vamos a ver qué pasa ahora. No me acuerdo.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay?
¿Estás bien?
Snake?
Yeah.
Ah, vale, sí, me acuerdo. Creo que tenemos una lucha contra Ocelot. La última.
I told you you could trust
Ya te
me.
dije que podías confiar en mí. Se ha quitado. Ocelot.
Snake!
De esto sí me acordaba.
Ocelot!
Pero no me
We're
acuerdo
not
cómo se
done
le
yet!
derrota. Todavía no me acuerdo cómo se le derrota a este cabrón. Tampoco. Eso que veis que se maneja así, eso existe en verdad, ¿eh? Como un patinete volador, pero eso existe en verdad. No me acuerdo ahora cómo se llama. Pero lo podría buscar, pero no, pero existe. Y me dirás, ¿existe, abuelo? ¿Eso en serio? Sí, sí, existe. Existe en verdad, ¿eh? Si acabas de acabar con The Boss, como lo vas a acabar con Ocelot. Creo que aquí me mataba seguido, porque no me acuerdo qué había que hacer.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics
Intenta
of
recordar las
CQC.
nociones básicas de... No me acuerdo.
Not good!
Qué sonrisa echa de Snake ahí.
I picked up a few new moves.
Movimientos nuevos. Qué cabrón.
It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it. Eva!
Uf.
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
Bien, vale. Hijo de puta. Yo no me acuerdo, tío. Bueno, hay que elegir. Yo qué sé, tío. No lo sé. No sé cuál hay que elegir, tío. No tengo ni puta idea. Buah, yo qué sé, tío. Vamos a elegir la primera a la izquierda y luego la derecha. O primero la derecha y después la izquierda. No lo
What's your
sé.
name?
Snake.
Snake.
No. Not that name.
No, ese nombre no.
You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with Names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
Adamska.
John.
John.
Very well,
Muy bien,
John.
John.
Plain name,
Un nombre muy común.
but I won't forget
No
it.
lo olvidaré.
Come on!
Venga. Yo no me acuerdo cuál era, tío. Yo no me acuerdo. No me acuerdo, tío. Venga, vale, da igual, venga. Vamos a coger la derecha, si no, pues luego cogemos la izquierda. Vale, tipo oeste. 3 pasos o 5 y venga. Era la izquierda. Pues aquí. No, es que no me acuerdo.
It's a blank! Oh, that was fun.
No me acuerdo. De esto no me acuerdo, ¿eh? Es que nunca... Yo no sé si disparé o no disparé.
Till we meet again,
Ah,
John.
vale. La habíamos elegido bien, pero no disparamos. La habíamos elegido bien. Bueno, pues se acabó el juego, tío.
Give me a hand! Whoa! Come on, pull up!
Sube. Lo lograron. Hostia, Snake riendo, tío, qué bueno. Mira qué dientes negros, tío. Qué dientes negros el cabrón, tío.
We sure did.
Qué bueno. Le estoy dando un poquito de voz. El caballo de The Boss. Buen viaje. Supongo que no hay nada más.
Oh no, Migs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them
Más
stop us
todavía.
now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Hulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Hulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission.
Me acuerdo de esos MiG, tío. Son muy antiguos, ¿eh? Son muy antiguos esos MiG,
Look!
tío.
The MiGs, they're turning back!
Rusos. Son muy buenos. Eran fuertes, esos cazas. Muy buenos, tío. Ay, Carsten.
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Qué bueno. Snake con el uniforme. Qué fuerte. Y ella igual.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
No se han quitado ni el uniforme, tío.
I didn't do it alone.
Ahí Kojima, tío. A ver. Las caga un poquito.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or
Joder,
is
qué
it an
jovencita estaba
invitation?
Eva, siempre lo digo, ¿eh? En Metal Gear Solid 4 que es mayor y aquí qué jovencita. Claro, estamos en el 64, ¿no? En 1964.
I don't take orders from anyone now.
Qué bueno, tío. Te lo mereces, Snake. La alfombra de tigre en el suelo ahí. Qué bueno, tío. Venga, dale, Snake, que tú puedes. Bueno, ya están los otros jodiendo. Ya están jodiendo los otros. Mayor 0. A tomar por culo, di que sí, Eva. Tío, es que nos han quitado ni el uniforme. Llegaron en el avión y directamente a la chabola. Está muy bien el juego, después de 15 años sin jugarlo, está muy bien, la verdad. Ahora me entero más de la trama, me entero más de muchas cosas que se me habían olvidado. Por fin, Kojima, le quitaste el uniforme. Ya era hora. Se piró Eva. Eva se ha pirado.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of
El primer
Genesis.
espía de la historia fue una serpiente.
In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of
En el
Eden.
jardín de Edén.
This time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
Forgive me, Snake.
Perdóname, Snake. Goodbye. No dejo de ser un espía. Vale, una cinta. ¿Cómo no? El mismo pantalón de cuando llegaron. Qué fuerte, tío.
Good morning, Snake.
¿Qué es?
I hope you slept well. First of all,
I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev.
No fui enviada por Khrushchev.
I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the
He
NSA.
trabajado para el NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ, Second Department of the People's Liberation Army.
General del Ejército de Liberación Popular.
It was all a lie,
Todo era
I
mentira.
tricked you,
Te he engañado.
and I'm sorry.
Lo siento. Mira, tío, chaval, esas motos y salen, tío, están guapísimas.
The philosophers still exist in China,
Existen
too.
en China también.
You see, my mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers.
Yo también soy uno de
I'm
los
an agent of the
filósofos.
philosophers, a graduate of
Soy
one
un
of their
agente de
charm
los
schools.
filósofos.
I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything.
De Vox.
Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it.
Me acuerdo. Claro, cuando lo
But
estaban
now,
torturando.
I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life.
Ella estuvo,
I've
cuando la
lied to you so
reclutaron a
many
Eva, ella
times,
estuvo de
but not
profesora
this
en uno de
time.
esos centros donde
My orders from the
secuestraban a los
government were to
niños.
obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
A cientos de niños. Lo que harán, ya ves. Qué cabrones.
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because Because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live.
Se destruyó. Como Bond. James Bond. Qué bueno, tío.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
Llegaremos al mayor cero.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
No le da la mano. ¿O sí? Ha dudado. La banda sonora es acojonante. A este no.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss, and that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it, not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Qué rica cola. Puta, qué rico, ¿eh?
Estoy aquí súper concentrado, tío. Aquí todo metido, tío. Luego ya lo leeré. Luego después, ya después de grabado ya lo leo. Buenas noches, Julito, amigo. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Llegaste tarde, tío. Qué buen final, tío. Me voy a hacer un bocata así de grande. Y ya igual, a lo mejor hasta me da tiempo a hacer otro gameplay. A lo mejor hasta vuelvo a hacer otro gameplay luego dentro de mis, que estoy viendo los 100. Está muy bien esa serie. Y nada, tíos. Un fuerte abrazo. Gracias por haberos pasado. Julito, has llegado tarde, pero has venido, tío. Gracias, tío. Gracias, tío. Gracias. Gracias, tío. Gracias. Así que, chavales, un fuerte abrazo. Gracias. Gracias, tíos. Hasta mañana. veremos mañana. Un saludo y muchas gracias. Outline No Name 09. Gracias. Mañana nos vemos, hijo.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.